All right, hi everyone. Today we're just going to make another quick video, and as the screen suggests, we're going to be looking at liquidation data. This is something that I've seen people in Discord talking about, so I thought I'd make a quick example showing how you can use the Dweller APIs to get this information. And so firstly, I'm actually going to look at the Hyperliquid documentation. And you can see using the Hyperliquid public WebSocket, you can use this user events subscription. And that gives you this user events data, WS user event type. And let's look at that. And on that, on that, then you can get some information about fills and liquidation and so on. The problem with this is that, as the subscription suggests, it's per address, and you can only subscribe to so many addresses. I think it's 1,000 or 100. Let's have a quick look over here. 20 items, so 100 WebSocket connections, maximum of 1,000 subscriptions, maximum of 10 unique users. So it might only be 10 actually. So I'm not sure how this works in practice, but whatever it is, if you're doing any sort of liquidation management at scale or analytics at scale, then you're going to need some of the data that we can provide. We can just go and have a look at our docs quickly, just to show you what this looks like. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be streaming this stream block fill. So this is the block data. And within this block data, this isn't a good example, but there's a key which is called liquidations, and I can show some examples of those. So in the block fills data, you will see we have this liquidation key, and this shows the liquidated user, it shows their start position, it shows their closed profit and loss. It even shows who liquidated them. So this is the user's match here. But if we scroll up, we can actually see the user that made the long in this case, which liquidated this particular account. I believe that's how it works. And yeah, so that's how it works, and that's what we're going to look at. So in our stream, we're basically looking at every single block that comes in and analyzing those for these liquidation events. I'm just going to make sure this is still running. Yes, it's still running. So we look at every single block that comes in, and we check if it is a liquidation event or not, and if it does, we log it, and then we put it in this nice front end that we can see here. But let's have a look at some of the code so we can explain this a little bit more step by step. So this is just all the startup functions to run this WebSocket. This is the preparation of the WebSocket. This is the connecting to the client, and this is connecting to the gRPC stream here. So we have to add our Hyperliquid endpoint from Dweller here, our API key in from Dweller, and then we make the connection to the Dweller gRPC stream. And then on every response within that stream, we want to extract the liquidations, and broadcast those liquidations, and we do some logging in our terminal here. So let's go and have a look at this function. So in this function, we want to make sure that it's an instance of block fills. We want to see if liquidation is in the block fill data, and then we want to do some parsing of that data and then append this to the liquidations array, and then we return that back to this function here, and then we broadcast that array to the front end, and then we make it look nice. So pretty straightforward, nothing very complicated there. If we go and have a look at this front end and we take one of these, let's take this user here. You can see they actually had two positions that were closed. If we come over to Hyperscan and we look, we can see that there was this long that was closed, ZEC-USD 217. This is the one there. This was closed. So that's how it matches up. So a really interesting use case, and as I've seen lots of people posting about this. One other thing that you potentially could do is, this is a very basic example to just show the data in an analytic view, but you could set up alerts for these liquidations. You could set up notifications. It's actually something that we're potentially thinking about doing, is providing this as a subscription or a what's it called, like it's getting away from me now, but there's lots of things that we can do with this type of data. So if this is interesting to you and you want to use this for your business, this service is a paid service, so it's more suitable for businesses or traders with a decent income. But we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to get your feedback on these kinds of things. Happy to give out some trial credits to let you demo these tools within your company. And yeah, get in touch and we'll see what we can do together. All right, thanks. Bye.